Hi, Joe, the old prof here, talking to you about how to get a thesis or a dissertation done in a pragmatic, efficient fashion. We've done several videos on this to this point, in fact, 9, starting with selecting your advisor and winding up with your review of literature down to the statement of the problem. All those videos are available on YouTube, and you can go there and take a look at them. Or you can go to my website, joeharriscares.com, and they're all on that website. So today's installment is about doing your methods section. Now, if you've followed my advice and you're following up on an article that your advisor did, then you're going to have the methods section pretty well sketched out for you. In the example we've been using, this person compared note-taking and performance on tests. If you took notes, did you do better than people who didn't take notes? So they just basically had 2 factors. I'm simplifying, but I don't have all that much time here. And what you decided you were going to do is enhance that by training people to take notes and see if that was better. So they had 2 groups in a 2-group design. Note-taking group, not note-taking group. Did they do better immediately or in delayed recall? And what you said is, hey, if we train them to take notes, maybe that'll be even better. So you have probably 4 groups. You have the original 2, people who didn't take notes and people who did take notes. And now you have people who are trained to take notes and people who weren't trained to take notes. So you've got 4 groups, not that much different than what the original one was, but it's going to call for different analysis and so on. Shouldn't be that hard for you to figure that out. You've taken classes in statistics or critical reasoning or whatever, and you'll be able to embellish that. In the first case, you run it, when they had the 2 groups, you run a t-test, and when it's 4 groups, you run an f-test or something. So in the first case, you have a 2 control group design, and in the other one you have a factorial design. I don't know about you, but I hate magic. I like to know what's going on. I don't want to just run the test with the computer and then it comes back. I like to run a sample test myself so I know what's going on. So what I did is take this book, Computational Handbook of Statistics, Bruning and Kent's. I don't know if this is around anymore, but it gives you little step-by-step things for your statistics. So you put all the numbers in and you can see for yourself exactly what's going on. You don't have to do that. That's just me. I'm a bit weird. But the fundamental advice here is follow the template that's in the article that you've been following. It'll have the tests, it'll have the statistics, it'll have the design, and all you do is embellish that and make it better. If you're doing a critical study, and they used Burke's pentat, for instance, to analyze things, then you go ahead and use Burke's pentat. Don't go out and try to find something even better than what your advisor used. Probably they thought it was the best thing, or they wouldn't have selected that. So now what you have is your methods section. You've got it drafted. You've got your review of literature, a statement of problem, hypothesis, whatever, proposition, whatever, and how you're going to go about examining that proposition or that hypothesis with your methods section. You take that to your advisor and make sure you get your advisor's approval on all of this. You don't want to go to your committee until you have your advisor's approval. Now, if you pick the right advisor, the way we were suggesting you do so in the beginning, then the selection, the committee will simply pretty much agree with whatever your advisor had to say because, this is the boss of the crew. Committee will maybe have a few minor things, suggestions for you, but they're not going to take on your advisor. If you go to them and say, your advisors approve this, now it's not just finding fault with you. It's finding fault with your advisor. You get the dynamic there? You need to use your advisor as a shield to protect you vis-a-vis the committee members. Now, you may not think that's important, but you'd be amazed when you go pick your own committee and don't follow your advisor's advice. You may, in fact, have committee members that are in disagreement fundamentally with your advisor, and guess who will pay the price for that? You will pay the price for that. So follow your advisor's advice. Pick the right advisor. Things will go much easier for you. So that's the statement of problem. Now we're going to talk about, not statement of problem, your methods section. You got it all together. You got prospectus together. You do that by putting your review of literature together along with your methods section, smooth everything out, put all your references in there, and give that to your committee. So now that we've got that done, you've gone to the committee, you've gotten approval, we'll talk about what you do next in our subsequent video. See you there.